Alright, so we are going to read for tonight. We're going to do the rest of 26, Matthew 26. And my puppy's after a bug, sorry. We're going to read the rest of Matthew 26 tonight. Where we stopped was, we stopped at 36, verse 36. So we're going to read through here, and then we're going to read 27 tomorrow, which lines up with Good Friday. So, yes. So, let's get started. I did turn a couple of the fans off, hoping that might accidentally make it where you can hear me better. Jesus prays in Gethsemane. Then cometh Jesus with them unto a place called Gethsemane, and said unto the disciples, Sit ye here while I go and pray yonder. And he took with him Peter and the two sons of Zebedee, and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. Then saith he unto them, My soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. And he went a little farther, and fell on his face and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. And he cometh unto the disciples, and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, What, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray, that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. He went away again the second time, and prayed, saying, O my Father, if this cup may not pass away from me, except I drink it, thy will be done. And he came and found them asleep again, for their eyes were heavy. And he left them, and went away again, and prayed the third time, saying the same words. Then cometh he to his disciples, and saith unto them, Sleep on now, and take your rest. Behold, the hour is at hand, and the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us be going. Behold, he is at hand that doth betray me. Jesus is betrayed and arrested. And while yet he spake, lo, Judas, one of the 12, came, and with him a great multitude with swords and staves from the chief priests and elders of the people. Now that he betrayed him, gave them a sign, saying, Whomsoever I shall kiss, that same is he, hold him fast. And forthwith he came to Jesus and said, Hail, Master, and kissed him. And Jesus said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come? Then came they and laid hands on Jesus and took him. And behold, one of them which were with Jesus stretched out his hand, and drew his sword, and struck the servant of the high priest, and smote off his ear. Then said Jesus unto him, Put up again thy sword into his place. For all that they take the sword shall perish with the sword. Thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently give me more than 12 legions of angels? But how then shall this scriptures be fulfilled, that thus it must be? In that same hour said Jesus to the multitudes, Are ye come out as against a thief, with swords and staves, for to take me? I sat daily with you teaching in the temple, and ye laid no hold on me. But all this was done, that the scriptures of the prophets might be fulfilled. Then all the disciples forsook him and fled. Jesus before the council. Jesus before the council. And they that had laid hold on Jesus led him away to Caiaphas, the high priest, where the scribes and the elders were assembled. But Peter followed him afar off unto the high priest's palace, and went in and sat with the servants to see the end. Now the chief priests and elders and all the council sought false witness against Jesus to put him to death, but found none. Yea, though many false witnesses came, yet found they none. At the last came two false witnesses and said, This fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of God and to build it in 3 days. And the high priest arose and said unto him, Answerest thou nothing? What is it which these witnesses against thee? But Jesus held his peace. And the high priest answered and said unto him, I adjure thee by the living God that thou tell us whether thou be the Christ, the Son of God. Jesus saith unto them, Thou hast said, Nevertheless I say unto you, hereafter shall ye see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power, and coming in the clouds of heaven. Then the high priest rent his clothes, saying, He has spoken blasphemy. What further need have we of witnesses? Behold, now ye have heard his blasphemy. What think ye? They answered and said, He is guilty of death. Then they spit in his face, and buffeted him, and others smote him with the palms of their hands, saying, Prophesy unto us, thou Christ, who is he that smote thee? Peter denies Jesus. Now Peter sat without in the palace. Well, thou also was with Jesus of Galilee. But he denied before them all, saying, I know not what thou sayest. And when he was gone out into the porch, another maid saw him and said unto him that were there, This fellow was also with Jesus of Nazareth. And again he denied with an oath, I do not know the man. And after a while they came unto him, and they that stood by, and said to Peter, Surely thou art one of them, for thy speech bewrayeth thee. Then began he to curse and swear, saying, I know not the man. And immediately the cock crew. And Peter remembered the words of Jesus, which said unto him, Before the cock crow thou shalt deny me thrice. And he went out and wept bitterly. Very bitterly, I'm sure. I weep when I read it and think about it deeply, because he did just exactly what, Jesus come and died for us, knowing everything. He knew everything that was going to happen and everything that was supposed to happen. And, girls. Sorry. The peanut gallery over here. Yeah, it's solemn, I guess, that he knew, and how could they, I don't even know, like, how could they live with what happened? I don't know. We will be there together someday, though, and I cannot wait to hear the stories, if that's possible. I want to hear the stories of, all of the prophets and all of the disciples. I want to know how they saw it and how they viewed it. Something to think about. So tomorrow we will do, on Good Friday, we will do Matthew 27, and then Saturday and Sunday, I know Matthew 28 will be Sunday. I've got to find something to do for Saturday, but I will. I am sorry I wasn't here yesterday. Again, I got a little ahead more than I should have. Somehow reading, I thought I got behind, but then I got ahead. I don't know. It all works out. God works it all out. So, thank you for coming. Hit the like button. And come back tomorrow, and I'll have tomorrow's Good Friday. Have a good evening.